Today on the channel, we're back at it again with NECA Last Ronin Karai.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another NECA Last Ronin unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Karai. But for all your Karai needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Karai, looking a lot like Elektra. I know you've heard it before. People say that a lot, of course. We did just recently get a little picture of the Super 7 Ultimate version of this character, and now we're getting it in the Last Ronin. Sure, we'll get some more figures of her in the future as well, but this is technically the Last Ronin version here. And an interesting one is this is a much smaller figure than some of the other ones. Not a ton of accessories either, so it's one of those ones, can you justify the price point? If you're all in on the line, you got to get it, but it's one of those things like, it just doesn't feel like it's maybe necessarily worth the value. And I guess we'll find out here when we get him out of the package, or I should say when I get her out of the package. But let's do it. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on from the Last Ronin. Now, full transparency, I always say, I did get this at Best Buy of all places. Best Buy seemingly getting these Last Ronin figures first, some of the Mirage figures first as well. So if you haven't been to Best Buy in a while, might be worth a look. Might be worth a look. But there it is. There she is on the front, the Last Ronin. I believe Elektra predates her. I could be wrong. Somebody fact check that in the comments. But nice packaging design, Last Ronin inspired, very on brand for the packaging. On the side over here, look at that. How about that? It's a big mural. They all go together. Very cool if you're keeping the packaging, no doubt about it. You got Karai on the side, number 7 down here. On the back, we got the most generic blurb of all time. We got some glamour shots as well. But let's read through this really quick. Last Ronin. Who is the Last Ronin? In a future battle-ravaged New York City, a lone surviving turtle embarks on a seemingly hopeless mission, seeking justice for the family he lost. From legendary TMNT co-creators Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, get ready for the final story of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 3 decades in the making. What terrible events destroyed his family and left New York crumbling post-apocalyptic nightmare? All will be revealed in this climatic turtle tale that sees longtime friends become enemies and new allies emerging in the most unexpected places. Can the surviving turtle triumph? Oh, let's read a book. Like a young LeVar Burton, like a young Reading Rainbow. Open it up. There it is. But we got a little glamour shot. Got the old plastic prison going on in there. Let's see what's going on. Let's get her out of the package. Let's truly see, once and for all, what all the fuss is about. See you later, Skyhook style, like a young Jabbar as usual. Plastic prison looking good. How about that? We're looking good right there. Gonna cut open 1 twist tie, 2 twist ties, 3 twist ties, 4 twist ties. I feel like I'm, what is it, the guy's name? The Count on Sesame Street. And I probably have told it before, but even when I was the littlest of kids out there, see you later, goodbye, I hated Sesame Street. I had 0 time for Sesame Street. Just not my thing. Same thing, Mr. Rogers. Get out of here. I remember my grandma trying to sit me down and say, oh, watch Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, back to back. I said, Grandma, I think I was like 2 years old. I said, I'd rather take this number 2 pencil and shove it through my eyeballs than have to sit through Sesame Street and have to sit through Mr. Rogers. Just not for me at a little kid age. And you like what you like, you don't what you don't. Another one, get Pinwheel out of here. Pinwheel, oh my gosh, Nickelodeon show. Hated Pinwheel. Get out of there. Get out of there with that stuff. Now, the Muppets I enjoyed enough. Not a huge fan, but I could watch the Muppets, especially Muppets Babies. Muppet Babies, shout out to that show there. But man, Sesame Street stuff, not for me. Just not for me. Didn't even want any piece of it, even as the littlest of kids. Don't want anything to do with it now. Big Bird, get out. There you go. But interesting. You like what you like, you don't what you don't, of course, as we all do know. Pull all these hands out. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Watch out. Coming at you fast. Not a lot of bells and whistles here, though. Not a lot of bells and whistles. And will she pop out? Come on, Karai. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, that kind of rhymed. How about that? How about that? But let's dive in here. Like I said, not a lot going on in this figure here, but she does got the hand-shaking hands. She can shake your hands. Oh, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Or she can paintbrush you. She can do that right out of the package if need be. She can also put on the old Fists of Fury. She's got 2 Fists of Fury here looking really nice. And then we get a gripping hand, a gripping hand, and a gripping hand. So always keep you guessing with these gripping hands, apparently, but we got 3 more gripping hands with her. So choose your own hand adventure at the end of the day. Now we get some reuse. We get one of those pizza weapons. I always call them the pizza weapons. We just got this recently with Raphael in this exact same line. Looks like a slice of pizza, but man, slit your throat right up through your head with it if you need to. Got that going on right there. And then we do get a katana blade and a holster here for it. So you sling this over the top for her, pop the head off, sling it. Has it as a backpack there. The blade slides right inside there, like so. Got a little ribbon on the end of the blade, nice brown handle, silver blade, looking good, on brand for any ninja out there. Your ninja starting kit, it begins right here, there's no doubt. So looking good with that. Now we get down to Karai, and there's not a lot going on here. Very small female figure, almost like a young April O'Neil size. Of course, both female figures, as you can imagine. Got some of that kind of comic book shading going on to it. Maroon colors throughout with a little bit of brown. Really looks like Elektra. I think most people you hand this, who is this? Elektra. That's probably what they're going to say, because maybe it's just me. Once again, fact check me in the comments down below. Elektra is a little bit more well known. I mean, she had her own movie, so I guess you got to say that's the case there. But Karai looking very interesting and looking very angry right out of the package. A very stoic, mad, angry face going on. Got a little bit of a do-rag over the top, and then of course the long flowing black hair, but she's got an angry face on her, and it gets even angrier. There's no happiness with Karai. She's got the screaming, yelling face on this side. So really, pick your poison, which one you prefer. It's up to you. I might give her the personality one with the open mouth. We'll see if that happens there, but that does look pretty good. She's got a handkerchief around her neck, and then we got the whole red outfit, of course, ensemble we already talked about. She does got one little pocket on the side. I can only assume this is for her cell phone. That's what I would imagine that is for. But articulation, her arms do go all the way around. She does got a bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, looking good. Hands back forth, side to side, of course there. Hula hoop, traditional waist. Big old splits if you do need them. And do you? Do you need them? I think you do with a ninja. You do get double jointed knees going on right here. You got the pin joints, of course. No boot cut. You do get a little ankle movement as well. Very small little ankles on Karai right here. But looking like a ninja that's seen some things and is ready to do some things is what she looks like. Now, does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? I don't know. Oh, too small. She's just too tight. And I've been there. I've been there before. Sometimes you just can't get your peg. It's too tight. I understand it. I mean, we've all been there, I think. Well, maybe only the fortunate ones. Who knows? But it does look a little interesting. You're not going to have her on a stand. And she's kind of got those small feet and small figure. Could be a little hard to stand, especially in some dynamic poses. But we'll see what happens with her. Yeah, a little hard to stand. You're going to have to definitely play with this one a little bit. But she's not going to fit on a ringside stand. That is for sure. But good for what it looks like. Like I said, I keep going back to Elektra. Somebody might want this as an Elektra in their collection. Who knows? But it does look good for what it is. I just don't know about the price point. It just feels like we don't get as many bells and whistles with this one as compared to some of the other Turtle Last Ronin figures, especially for that price point. And I always bring out the first one here as kind of a little look between the two. I don't know. Is that scaling right to you? I mean, that looks like a giant turtle to me. But you guys sound off in the comments down below. I don't know. I feel like the scale is a little off on this turtle. They might have to end up redoing that one before things are all said and done. But let me know your thoughts on old Karai here in the comments down below. And you made it this far, give it the old Fonzie thumbs up. Always helps the channel when you give it the old thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and the other YouTube channel. 2 YouTube channels going with content every single day. Hardest working guy in the YouTube business, like a young James Brown. There it is. And of course, both channels do feed up to the Patreon members. You do get bonus videos, exclusive videos, giveaways, Q&A, and then early access to every single video on both channel. Patreon, the best way to support this channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the last Ronin NECA Karai, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.